Very beautiful morning, absolutely. In the Juma Game Reserve, temperatures very nice and pleasant. We had a little bit of some rain last night, but not much, and terribly lightning and the thunderstorm in the mountains. We'll see what we can find for you this morning. So if you'd like to ask any questions during the course of the drive, you can send in your question to Tara, and she will forward those questions through to me via the radio. But other than that, let's go out and have a look around and see what we can find.
Elephants have been here lately.
There's a very big branch of the Cambritum here with Bushwheeler. See where the elephants has been chewing the barks off the branch. You see the teeth marks on the branch. It was trying to roll it around his teeth as it was chewing the barks off. So they start back from there, and then they go and they push it up slowly like that, and fade away. Obviously, the elephants tend to be relatively destructive this time of the year, because there's not much leaves available in the trees, and the grass is also very dry, so they try to supplement their diet just by pushing the trees down and just to get onto the roots, because they obviously contain a list of moisture nutrients. There's quite a very big branch here.
Along the road here, the elephants. Looks like there were a few individual elephant bulls just walking and feeding along the road here. Most of the trees have been ramped by elephants this time of the year due to the lack of foliage and nutrients in the vegetation that they eat, as I said earlier at the back there. Due to the lacking of nutrients in the vegetation that they eat, and in soil to get more nutrients.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Tip in the bushes there. Try and go off-road here. And take a closer look. Tracks here. There must have been a sighting here quite a while ago. This is breeding head of elephants. Stop here for now, but they are slowly moving towards us. For those who are following us on the map, and then these elephants are basically west of Aubrey's Road, probably about 200 meters, not even 200 meters, 150 meters south of Brevis cut line and the fire break. So they're obviously coming from the south, moving north. Bull elephant. He will be about 14, 15 years old, this young bull. I'm surprised to see him still associating with the breeding head, because most of the young bulls that are his size have already joined the bachelor herds or the boys club, so he might still be behaving himself in the herd.
Because as soon as he starts misbehaving himself, and the mud truck will get rid of him, and then he'll also go and join the bachelor unit. This is one of the mature elephant cow in front of us. Station in Hlambindlovu, west of Aubrey's Road, close to Berpsik cut line and the fire break. These youngsters coming to say hello, and at the same time he's trying to intimidate us, so his ears are out, just to try and make himself look bigger. Hlambindlovu, Aubrey's Road junction with Berpsik cut line and the fire block. Hlambindlovu, Aubrey's Road junction with Berpsik cut line. Coming, Dave? Look at that elephant cow pushing the whole tree down. And she's digging up for some roots now with the front legs. The youngsters also trying to expose the leaves, sorry, the roots of the tree that young elephant cow push it down. Most of the elephants have already migrated into the Mopani area in the northern part of the Kruger and the Timbavati reserves. Lots of flies flying around this morning.
Morning, Karula, please.
I think that the youngster's trying to share the branch of the tree with the mother. He's trying to pull it out of the mom's mouth. The babies practice and learn from the mother from a very young age how to push the trees down, how to strap the barks off the trees and bring them off and chew the barks off, and also how to dig up some roots. Hi Marina, good morning to you, and thanks very much for that information. And Marina says that the baby is about 4 months old. Marina is asking if this is the head with a 4-month-old baby. There's a hair that came down to Gary Dam to drink while I was on leave. I don't think this is the same head, Marina. I don't see any baby of that age in this head. Most of the babies in this head are just over 4 months old, about just almost a year old. I'll
try and show you one baby on the right hand side. I'm just going to go a little bit forward. Baby's running away. I don't know if you'll be able to see that baby that I am referring you to. So if you look at the size of that baby, then it's obviously older than 4 months. It's also the other baby just in front of the other baby. That one must be over a year old. This might not be the same head. Might be the part of that head with a 4 months old baby, because the elephants also tend to congregate in large numbers at the water sources to drink when they leave the head, and they obviously separate themselves into smaller groups, especially this time of the year. They will try and split up into smaller heads to try and cover more ground and look for something in the different areas. And one particular head finds a very, very good grazing and water availability area, and then will communicate with the other head of elephants around the area to move into that particular area for a period of time. So they communicate constantly among themselves, and also the different group of elephants within the reserves. Look at the elephant feeding on top of the termite mound. They also climb into the mountains, the elephants, to look for some nice green vegetations. That was really nice. Okay, let's try and go around the other side again. Oh, they're crossing the road now. Crossing every road. I didn't realize that we were close to Obis Road. Oops, got a nice piece of branch there. They are slowly moving sort of parallel to the Sukkot line, so they might go to Gari Dam and drink water. Step into the bushes and so we're going to be moving on. Leave them in peace. will see them again this afternoon, and as long as they stay in kind of a concession. I thought they were going to go to Sydney's Dam to drink water, but they're kind of moving away from Sydney's Dam in the general direction of the Gari Dam. Let's go and see what we can find elsewhere. So we're on the tracks here. Difficult to gauge the traction as the weather leaving from the road last night. Anson, good morning to you. Wants to know how long on average do the elephant tusks get. It's a bit difficult to say actually. How long on average would they get, or will they get this giraffe in front of us? It just depends on genetics, elephant's gene. There are some elephants, old elephant bulls that are very, very smaller tusks, and there are young elephant bulls with very, very large and long tusks. But the average, I would say they'll get probably about 1.5 meters long. That is a very, very big elephant tusks. It's walking down the drainage line. It's a giraffe bull. He's on his own. But many years ago, they were magnificent servants. This kind of stuff is going to walk right across the road in front of us. Yeah, it's starting to browse on the tree at the back there. It's going to free roll. rolling down the hill. He's a big boy giraffe. The bull giraffe can get up to 5.5 meters tall. Female is about 4.5, 4.6 meters tall, thereabout. There's a couple of ox pickers sitting on his neck there. The giraffe is a ruminant animal. He's got 4-chamber stomach, so he will eat a fair amount of food and he will go and lie down or stand in some shade and chew the cud. Whereas a non-ruminant animal like elephants and will feed continuously just to try and maintain that the big body of theirs, otherwise they will lose the condition and probably will die of starvation. Just gonna go a little bit forward. Just a 1 foot forward. Really beautiful tail and the eyelashes, the giraffes. The oxpecker sitting right on top of his horn. The long eyelashes and obviously have to protect their eyes from the thorns of the trees when they're feeding in the thorny trees. There's also a form of the Karula tree, the giraffes. He's gone. Let's amble along off the cut line to the east. Talking about the elephant, and as I was addressing the question about an elephant and a giraffe just pop out of the thick bushes onto the road. Just saying that many years ago in the Karula National Park, there were 7 tuskers that were known as Magnificent 7. I can't remember all of their names, but they were known as Jau, Kambaku, Mandlebe, what else? Chimwezi, I can't. Anyway, this is my 5th yarn. Most of those magnificent savings died of the old age and natural causes, and few of them have been perished by people many years ago because they were obviously very attractive to the poachers. And their tusks were huge. Saw the picture of Mandlebe and his tusks, and when he walks in, they were almost touching the ground. How long they were there, I don't know how. Here they were just almost 2 meters or over 2 meters long. Huge tusks. And Kambaku also had a huge tusk. I mean, all these guys, I mean, had a different size of tusks. Obviously the circumference was also massive. And up in the north of the Karula National Park, surrounding Chimwezi, there's also the Tusker elephant there, from Chimwezi. I'm sure Chimwezi and the other few Tusker elephants in the Karula, and we'll try and bring back the genetic again. That would be awesome to have those Tusker elephants back on Earth again. last year we were in Western Ghana and we also saw a huge elephant bull with a very impressive tusks. I can't remember his name and who he was. One day he will come back. And elephants tend to move around a lot. And one of the large elephant bull with huge tusks what I've seen in Western Ghana was Mashinangan. Frequently seen in the southern part of the Kruger, just around Pisa, Chokwan, and Lower Sapi area. Along the cart line here. Some lots of zebras, trucks and kudu tracks. A level forward. Try and idea it. Try and keep a distance away from it. It's gone.
Try and go a little bit forward again. Oh my goodness. See it? Very quick, yeah?
Oh, it's big, yeah?
Sure. He is the monster. It's a black mamba. Oh. And he got back again. Wow. Sure. Oh, it's moving really fast now. See the pit up around this? Sure. Very, very agile snake, yeah. The black mamba. Yeah. Then it's going inside the Mahandi. Wow. Sure, let's go. Let's carry on. It's very, very difficult to catch the black mamba on the camera. It's very, very agile moving snake. Look, he is huge. The monster snake. Numbers can get extremely large in this area. Also, it was about this long, maybe about 3.5 meters long. That one. And the circumference of his body is about the same size as my arm. Very good friends of snakes. Snakes are going to be pretty active this time of the year, yeah? The dam. Slipping in the water there, the hippos.
So the hippos leave the water just to go and graze just after dark, and sometimes late at night. I've seen the hippos leaving the water just after 8 o'clock at night, and return to the water in the early hours of the morning just before the sun rises. You know, sometimes in the midwinter they come back to the water quite late in the mornings, because the sun obviously takes a while to warm up in the winter times than it does this time of the year. In the midsummer, by this time of the morning the sun is already cooking. Temperature is about between 28 and 32 degrees thereabout, and then midday, and it obviously increases to 38 to 40 degrees. So the hippo skin is very sensitive to the sun. So that's why they have to be in the water during the day, depending on the temperature, as I said. And sometimes the hippos can spend the whole day away from the water. Oops, what happened there? And during the day, and they'll just move down to some drainage lines, onto dry river beds, and lie down in some shades. In the Mineral Reserve, I've seen a hippo bull that spent 2 days away from the water. When the hippos are out of the water and the sun is too hot, and they will secrete the sort of a mucus substance onto the body to protect the skin from the heat of the sun. Good morning to you, Sandy. And Sandy wants to know what will happen to the hippos if there is no water for a week or so. They will obviously move into some drainage lines or dry river beds to look for some shelter, or even travel overland to go and find water somewhere. If they don't find water, then they will obviously die of dehydration. Like it happened in the Kruger in the early 80s, where there was a severe drought, and most of the rivers dry out, and they lost about 1,500 hippos. It was awful. Because the hippos obviously have to be in the water most of the time to keep the skin moist. But the crocodiles have ability to live on land for 6 months, even for over 6 months. I've seen that in one of the private reserves outside the Kruger National Park, where the dams dry out, and the crocodiles went to look for the horse in the termite mounds, and they live there until the rain comes. Look at the hornbill over here. And I'm talking about the crocodiles here. That can live on land for several months. The crocodiles don't need to eat every day, because they can slow down their metabolism and try and digest the food as slow as possible until they find something to eat again. Very, very relaxed hornbill here. They're obviously used to the vehicle and I guess because this is one of the sundowner spots. There's also another sundowner spot on the other side of Belgium Dam, and the people sometimes drop some food on the ground, and the hornbills will come and eat. So that's why they are very, very relaxed and used to the vehicles because of that. So they see the vehicle stepping over here, and they'll come and investigate if there's a food or not. But unfortunately, we don't carry any food on our vehicle, just in the equipment. This flying banana, the yellow-billed hornbill. And the parasites are irritating him. So the bears also carry parasites, especially the hornbills, because they spend most of the time foraging for food on the ground. So the birds with the shorter necks and beaks tend to take a dust bath to get rid of the irritating parasites in the process, whereas birds with a longer necks and beaks, like the hornbills, use the beaks to get rid of the irritating parasites of the feathers or skin. Can you go again with that? Hi, good morning to you, Cheryl. Cheryl wants to know if the banana berries or yellow-balled honeyballs are related to toucans. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't know what bird you are talking about. I've never seen it before, so I can't really comment on that. And speaking of indigenous species that are related to hornbills in the park, the trumpeter hornbills, which are very, very uncommon species in this area. I've never seen them since I've been here. I mean, they do occur up in the north in the Miniature Reserve and in some other parts in the Kruger. And obviously the yellow-balled, no, sorry, the red-balled hornbill, the grey hornbill, and ground hornbills. They're all in the same family. Alrighty, shall we move on? Henry, come back. Morning, Henry. Confirm what species have you got to Gary? Oh, fantastic. Other copy. I'm just at Gary down and I'd like to make my way to that side. Yeah, they are ready. Which side of the Gary Dam, the Lalapans? Evidently there is one young Mafazi and young Madodang Lalapanzi at Gari Dam. I'm not too sure which side of the Gari Dam. Apparently they are on the dam wall, and if you can just pan the camera around so you can locate them with the camera and just let us know. Thanks. Tara is looking around with the dam camera. She can't find them with the camera, so they might be out of view of the camera. So we're going to be making our way to Gari Dam. We're all at the ponds at the moment, lying down. So one young male and female lying at Gari Dam. So we're going to take Hyena Road has managed to find them. The game cam, basically on the southern side of Gowrie Dam. Nice. It was a great morning once again. So, from elephants to the hippos and the hornbill at Basic Dam, and from the to the lions. Fantastic. Good morning to Amanda. Amanda is asking if we do get hornbills with red eyes and long eyelashes in our area. Long eyelashes, let me just think of that quickly. We do get the hornbills with the red eyes and long eyelashes in this area. That I can think of, Amanda. The biggest hornbill that we get in this area is a ground hornbill. Don't have long eyelashes. Really large, sharp beaks. And they look like turkeys, the brown hornbills. And they are really, really rare. Occasionally see them in Western Gowrie, especially on just along Chittakatlan in up in grassland. Driven high in a road and for ages. After about 10-15 minutes of MVD, we mobile east along the cut line on Robbie's Road. Yeah, it's affirmative, yeah. Yeah, just along the Gowrie cut line. To be honest with you, I had a feeling of lines this morning. And I was afraid to voice it out to you folks. He's a very lucky guy, and every time he's behind the camera and driving, and we see good stuff. Yeah. No, he says he would have ate him. So basically I was in the Krieger 2 days, and there's a lot of elephants and lions up in the north of the Krieger. So maybe the lions that have got it down are probably the same lions as Sebastian saw in the Krieger, so they follow your steps. I'm just kidding. Can be. Just going through Giraffe Street now, and we will be at Gari Dam shortly. Can I join you there? flat cat. The young male, very fat kitten on one side, and the line is also flat kitten on the other side, just close to the water's edge. And for those who have just tuned in, my name is Patrick, presenting this morning. I'm Sebastian behind the camera, and Tara in front of control. And if you like to ask a question pertaining what is happening out here, you're more than welcome to send your email, and the teller sitting in follow control will forward your question or your information through to me via the radio. And we've been driving around in this magnificent African bushveld of the Djuma Game Reserve in South Africa for the last 1.5 hours looking for the critters. And here we are, we're sitting with two lions, the young male and lioness. So, as I said earlier just before we arrived at the dam, that we had a fantastic morning so far. We spent a fantastic time with a breeding herd of elephants feeding, and some hippos also chilling out at the dam, and some lions. It looks like this is the young male lion from the Styx Pride, and also the lioness from the Styx Pride. So the Styx Pride, were here in Western Ghana about a week ago. And they managed to kill a Nyala male just by Chelapan. I'm just wondering where the rest of the Styx pride is. Hi Sunny, good morning to you and welcome on board. And Sunny wants to know if the other animals will stay away from the dam because of the presence of the lions here. It's a bit difficult to say if they will certainly stay away from the water because of the presence of the lions here. If the animals come from the western side or the northern side of the dam, we will obviously get to drink. Excuse me. But coming from this side where the lions are, it's absolutely no. The area here where we are, it's very nice and open. So obviously the animals will be able to see the lions from a distance, and they'll constantly keep an eye on them and monitor the movement. I've seen the buffalo bull come down to drink water when the lions were lying down on the northeastern side of Gari Dam. And then later in that day, the head of zebras also came down to drink on the other side of the dam. So the animals are fairly comfortable in the open terrain like this. So there is no way that the lion can walk around them and or sneak up on them by element of surprise. So the lions might have to wait until dark, and then they'll start hunting something around the dam. But in a daylight like this, the chances are very, very slim. They look like they had a fair amount of food lately, yeah. They're not too full, but you can tell that they had something lately. And perhaps they caught something small like an impala or nyala or a baby wallaby or a zebra. Show again. Sharon is wondering if the cat is sleeping, do the bugs get into the cat's ears, and how do they deal with that? They try to, they will certainly try to go into the ears, but the lion will flick the ears when there's a bugs or insects flying around it. So you'll see the lion flicking the ears constantly, is trying to keep them away from their face and the ears. And so if the bugs moving around on the body, they'll also flick the towel constantly to keep them off the body. Sometimes they'll roll around on the ground when the insects are constantly irritating them. I've seen a lion jumping up and down from irritating bugs and flies. Hi Marlene. Good morning to you, and thanks very much for that information. Marlene says that the Lions spent the whole weekend at Karula. There was no report of a kill. So she's showing interest in the head of impala drinking on the opposite side of the dam. Well, I don't think she'll make any attempt to hunt the impala on the other side of the dam. Just going to see what she's going to do for now, and if she doesn't do anything, we'll try and go around the other side of the dam wall and see if we can have a better look at her. Good morning to you, Annette. Welcome on board. And Annette wants to know if it's unusual to see the two lines traveling together, as lines are very, very social cats. Now, certainly it is not unusual. It is usual to see two lines, or two lionesses, or two male lines together. Sometimes you can see a single lioness or single male lion traveling on her own or on his own. The part of lines varies in the group. So you find a big part of 15, and you find the biggest part of lines of 30 lines together in a pride. And the reason why the part of lines varies in a group size is it's because of the high mortality rate that they have. So most of the lines get killed by other lines or either die of starvation. Especially when they've just been abandoned by the mothers, and they're still inexperienced hunters. So they'll go without food for days and days, and eventually they will die of starvation. Especially in the large part of lines that doesn't hunt successfully, and then most of the youngest lines in the part like that will die of starvation first, because they don't eat sufficiently. You got to be as strong as line in order to survive in the large part of lines like 30 or 15 lines in the pride. So that's why you will sometimes see one lioness traveling on their own, or a single male lion traveling on his own. So the other individual members of the pride have either died of starvation or have been killed by other lions. So it is usual to see one or two or three or four or five lions together. Let's go and try and go around the other side of the dam. can just drive around in 50 vehicles as well, and it'll be better. So if you'd like to send in any questions or information, you can email follow-controller@safari.tv. So I was sitting in follow controller and will forward those questions and ifs over to us via the radio. Sebs, take it. I'm just showing Sebastian a group of nyalas and impalas just below the dam wall here, and they are unaware about the presence of the lions just on this side of the dam wall, and lions also unaware about the presence of the group of nyalas and the impala on this side of the dam wall. Yeah, it's amazing. But as soon as the impalas walk up the dam wall, and then they will see the lions and run away. Really beautiful lioness. Beautiful coat, and she's in excellent condition. Wow. It's a gust of wind now. The young man was also sitting up at the back there. So you might have to move into some shade as well, because it's getting nice and warm now. Hi Joe, good morning to you. Joe wants to know if lions mostly hunt injured or diseased animals, and do they get disease from those animals? Certainly they do get diseases from the ill animals like the buffaloes and the coyotes that sometimes have anthrax. So the outbreak of the TB, or bovine tuberculosis, and it has been killing lions in the park for many years. And suddenly lions here they tend to go for the weak animals because they don't want to spend too much energy to bring down the prey. Especially when the pride of lions it's following the large breeding herd of buffalo, and they'll follow it for long distances until they try and single a weak individual out of the head and kill it. So that's a lot more easy and quicker for them to do that instead of going for a healthy animal that they might not be able to catch. So the lion's population in the park has declined dramatically in the park as a result of bovine tuberculosis. I'm on 2. See that the young male is walking into some shade. It's lying down as well. Hi Carl, good morning to you. Carl wants to know how old these lines are approximately. I would say they're just 2 years old. You can tell about the size of the mane on that young male at the back there, and obviously the size. So the young male lions are usually released from the pride at the age of about 2 years, 2.5 to 3 years old. Gerard from Chicago also wants to know how long does it take for a male lion to grow the full mane? And it takes about 6 years for a male lion to grow the full mane. And at the age of 6 years, and then the mane will be black in color, overhanging on the under the neck and the chest. And the purpose of the mane and the male lion, it's to obviously look bigger, and also to protect the neck from fighting with the other male lions in the area. So the females obviously are not as competitive or as violent as males are. That's why they don't grow any mane, to protect them from fighting. And the collision of male lions will also fight among themselves for the mating rights. So among themselves, then there is a dominant male that has a mating rights. But sometimes the lioness will choose the male that she wants to mate with. And having said that, I mean the lioness will mate with all the females in the collision, just to ensure the survival of the cubs. So in other words, all the males have to mate with her to pass the genes into the cubs. If she doesn't do so, and when the cub's born, and the other male lions that haven't mated with her might kill the cubs. But that is not a strict rule, and sometimes they wouldn't kill the cubs, but sometimes they will kill the cubs. So it's a bit complicated when it comes to that. Tax Abri Ray Bad English.
Aubrey coming. Jackson there. Aubrey again. Where is that Ingrid? Yeah, folks, we're going to be leaving these lines temporarily, and it sounds like there's a leakage somewhere in the east there, so we're just going to make our way towards that area, see if we can be lucky with that leopard. And we have about 30 minutes to the end of the drive, so we're just going to make it quicker, otherwise we won't get to see the leopard. I'm not too sure where about the leopard is, but it sounds like it's just somewhere just up on Central Road or Gari cut line. I don't think the lines are going to go anywhere for now, so we might spend the whole day just lying down some shade there by the dam. Are we texting them? Gina can drive vehicles, and the leopard must be up in the huge Jacoberry tree of Gari cut line. Subs, we're kicking this morning, yeah? There is. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Morning. What's over there? Oh, the owl. Okay, thanks. That's awesome, man. Is it a female? Oh, the young male. Okay. It looks like a female to me, probably Karula. Yeah, it's definitely Karula. Yeah, there we go. It's just repositioning yourself. Wow, look at that. How cold that is. Wow. And so just for information, while you were away, and then she called us Steenpak. Yeah, just off not the Rochester, what's this road called? Elephant Sky Road, close to Weaver's Nest.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, there's no one at Gary Dam at the moment. Sure. We're starting to spend more and more time here in Western Garden. I'm sure she might be about to have the carbs. Okay, let's take over his position.
sleeping very comfortable in the tree there. Just got some nice shades. She must get up there for a while, eh? Okay, folks, this is the end of the drive, and I'm going to be saying goodbye. And also, thanks very much for joining and sending questions in this morning. And it's been a great morning so far. And we spent good time with Karula and lions and elephants. And we'll have the rest of the tour. Bye for now. We're not going to go away. We're just going to spend more time with Karula over here and the trees, see what you can do. Okay, bye for now. Okay, folks, and welcome back again. We're still sitting with Karula here lying up in a jackalberry tree. Oh, what a great sighting.
Gee, I just can't wait to see Karula's new carbs. But she will obviously hid them away from us for about 3 to 4 months or so. And after that, then she will start moving around with the cubs and then try and introduce them to the vehicles. And as I said the other day, that she must have found the Danny where she will have the cubs. Okay. Well, I've got no doubt that she is going to have the cubs here again on Western Gowrie. Yeah? Just going to quickly move back because there's a vehicle that wants to drive through here, and we're on the way. Morning. Okay, let's get back where we were. Hi Barbara, good morning to you. And Barbara wants to know if Karula gives birth to cubs, and will she raise the cubs up on her own, or will she leave them? She will certainly raise the cubs up on her own, but having said this, man, the father of the cubs will also move into the area just to make sure that the cubs are found. There is no other male leopard that will sneak into his territory and try and kill the cubs, or even taking over his territory. So the father of Karula's new cubs is obviously Yambili Dan, as Tara witnessed them mating just outside her room there the other night, and also the Juma Rangers have also witnessed Yambili Dan mating with Karula just shortly after Tara has seen them mating outside her room. So yeah, he will occasionally come in and make sure that the cubs are fine. But Karula then will obviously spend most of the time with the cubs, feeding them and also ensuring the security. So she'll obviously leave them from time and again to go and hunt, but she'll leave them for a long period of time, for the first 2 or 3 months, because they will still be extremely vulnerable to anything, to pythons, hyenas, lions, and anything like that. So that's why the cubs will be kept in a very, very safe den for the first 3 months to 6 months or so. But she will obviously move them around from time to time to different dens. And the reason for moving them around to different dens is because she doesn't want to keep them in one den for a long period of time, where the scent will eventually start spreading around and attracts the hyenas and the other enemies that. Okay, just want to make space for that vehicle again. Okay, folks, once again it's about time to leave Karula in peace, and I think she will probably spend the rest of the day just laying up in a tree there, and we'll come and try and relocate on her again this afternoon. And again, the lions are still lying up at Gowrie Dam, so they'll
We'll also spend the whole day just lying up by the water there. And we'll also try and catch up with that head of the elephant that we had earlier this morning. But they might also come down to Gary Dam and drink water during the course of the day, as I said earlier this morning. So we'll see how it goes. And thanks very much for joining us again, folks, and for sending questions this morning. And it's been an awesome draft this morning. Yeah. I can't really express my feelings and excitement about this one. So we saw 3 out of 5, yes, sir? So we're missing the wine and the buffalo. But if we had time, then I'm sure we were going to accomplish the big 5 mission this morning. But then, and again, the game draft is not always about the big 5, and the small things are also really interesting. But yeah, I mean, but if you see like 3 out of 5, and 4 out of 5, or 5 out of 5 in one draft, and it's awesome draft.
Hi everybody, this is Tara in Final Control, and wow, what a drive this morning. It really was absolutely fantastic. And to have the elephants, the beautiful hornbill, the hippos, the lions, the leopard, and yeah, wow, what a game drive. And hopefully these lions are going to stay around the dam all day. I do wonder how long they were sleeping. I was using the camera and trying to look around the dam, but where they were sleeping, I must have either overlooked them or they snuck in while I had the camera pointing the other way. There was a herd of impala on the opposite side of the dam, which I did have focused on the opposite side, and they didn't show any sign that there was any lions there, so quite amazing. But the Styx pride, we believe, the young male and the female, so let's hope they stick around. Keep your fingers crossed. But from myself and the rest of the crew, I'm going to be saying goodbye for now, and Sapiwe will be taking over. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you again.